Welcome to the video. Today I want to watch how cancel culture is making weak men. We already know that, but let's jump right in.
How cancel culture destroyed an entire generation. Boy, oh boy, that title is just so accurate. Cancel culture most certainly did, in a lot of ways, destroy a generation. Completely changed the behavior of men and women alike. But let's go ahead and dive into this video and see what they got to say.
That's not an attack to just stop the Oscars. That's an attack to end me.
But the past is relevant with you with underage girls.
Absolutely no, it's not.
Fair. I think
I'm
we can
sorry.
always hold our
I'm sorry.
communities.
You're also putting a hierarchy over who can be offended. Now I'm offended.
The story that was being told about me won, even though it wasn't true.
That's not activism. That's not bringing about change.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
Crazy, yo. The attacks on men, bros. All type of accusations, charges. In majority of the time, it's lies. It's crazy, yo. It needs to stop.
Fine, you say offensive. So what? Who cares? Someone tweets a little joke that's misunderstood and their life is ruined and they get fired from their job. That's awful.
So I wanted to start this documentary by defining the term cancel culture. It's the practice of publicly rejecting, boycotting, or ending support for people because of their morally unacceptable views or actions. Basically,
Cancel culture is lack of free speech in order to enslave people by the Matrix.
it's a modern form of ostracism, which means to exclude or banish from a group or society, which dates back to ancient Greece.
This is Sparta!
Athenian leader Cleisthenes created the punishment of banishing people to prevent a single person from becoming a tyrant.
Saddam Hussein's pride.
Joseph Stalin dominated the Soviet Union.
The way they would do this is similar to our modern day elections, only no one wants to win this one. Citizens of Athens would write the name of their
Multiple people want to win, but unfortunately, very powerful people are in take, so we are fighting for it. Let's go.
candidate on a piece of pottery. 6,000 votes would be cast, and the person with the largest number of votes would be banished for 10 years. If they refused, they were sentenced to death. But here's the kicker. When they came back after their time was served, it was as if nothing ever happened. Their citizenship was still theirs, and the people of Athens welcomed them back with open arms. I don't know if the same can be said about cancel culture today.
See, look, public shame.
Yeah, cancel culture, they will lie about you, try to put all type of false accusations on you, demonize you, make you look horrible, accuse you of disgusting crimes, rape, pedophilia, which the Matrix, the people who are in the Matrix are doing that. They are truly disgusting and evil, but that's a whole nother topic.
Public judgment. This is a natural part of human nature. I'm not saying that we shouldn't point at when people do terrible things. You feel me? Like, we shouldn't, I'm not saying that we don't point
The problem is when they don't, and they are accused falsely by the Matrix, by the news, fake news, social media, false accusations, women who are grifters, and all type of disgusting people.
out bad behavior, but what has evolved now in modern culture is something so petty and sick. Like, look at that. You know, they cast you out, and then once you finish with your timeout, they welcome you back with open arms. I can get with that.
Now, the term cancel culture is everywhere.
Cancel culture.
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 It first started roughly around 2017 after the idea of canceling celebrities for problematic behavior became popular. Merriam-Webster correlated the rise of cancel culture with...
And that's why crazy Kevin Hart, bro, he changed. He got defeated because he started with a gay joke and he stick by it, but then he sell out, right? Now you see him with dresses as a woman playing the Matrix. What's the Matrix say you to do, you do, and that's an embarrassment. I feel very um, disappointed with the man who used to be a man and used to stick up for himself and then bend over for the Matrix.
with the Me Too movement.
Hi, my name's Tarana Burke, and I'm the founder of the Me Too movement.
Dang.
Yeah, you look at her, fat, ugly, kind of dirty face, to be honest. I don't want to be insulting, but yeah, like bias, right?
I'm Christian, Cordell. I'm a Christian man. I can't go there.
Don't do it.
I can't go there. I'm a Christian man.
Hold it in.
I got you. All right.
Thousands of women are using 2 words on social media to identify themselves as survivors of sexual harassment and assault.
This is global.
Then, it gained more steam. Google Trends show that there was almost no search for the phrase cancel culture until 2018. Soon after, celebrities including Taylor Swift and Kanye West.
Yeah, bro. When the I was about to say, when the cough came, people start waking up. That was the reality from the bullshit cough.
West were being cancelled.
The poisonous, you know what I mean?
Writer Jonah Bromwich explained that almost everyone worth knowing has been cancelled by someone. And finally, the best definition
Hey,
of
yo,
cancel.
I like that. I like that take. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I like that take. If you ain't never been canceled, that mean you not worth knowing. That's what they saying, you know, if you were like online entertainer of some sort, you feel me? So I feel like, okay, they tried to, you know, they tried to get me out here. They tried to pat me up, you know what I'm saying? The gays tried, you know what I'm saying? The Muslims tried, you know what I'm saying? They tried, you feel me? So I guess your boy's you know, doing something.
Canceled was posted on Urban Dictionary. So if cancel culture started as a means to punish people who've done regrettable things, then what's so bad about it?
Yeah, then started by trying to enslave people. They want you as a man to be feminine. They want you to not play any type of masculinity. They want you to be submissive, obey without questioning, poison yourself with all type of diseases, eats food that's poisonous, highly poisonous for animals with hormones, steroids, and literally venom. Eat fruits that has a lot of chemicals and is very bad for you. Just submit to that, be more unhealthy. Let's all die. Let's our children die. We'll continue like this because certain organizations that are purely evil and even really related to the devil want to continue getting rich, right? So no, not accepted. Cancel culture. L Matrix, yo.
A young boy, R. Kelly, is accused of abusing
anti-Kelly rallies outside of Sony Music headquarters in New York.
Comedian and actor Kevin Hart is stepping down from his duties.
I have made the choice to step down from hosting this year's Oscars.
And apologize for your tweets of old. We're going to have to move on to find another host.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
There are 2 cases I want to bring up. Let's take a look at the timeline of.
That's crazy because you see genuine persons. So you know it's all lies, bro. It's crazy. When you see like the
R. Kelly's demise.
The fake Matrix people like Bill Microsoft and his best friend, the other fat guy whose wife ran away from him, and the kid said he was in effect like a psychopath. Very known on stocks. You know who I'm talking about. And you see how fake they are. It's very simple. You see them talk, it's still kind of disgust. It's like this disgusting energy coming from them. So it's very obvious to see truthfulness, and Snakes.
Mize. In 1994, he married Aaliyah. The catch? He was 27 and Aaliyah was 15 years old, but faked being 18 on the wedding certificate. In 2002, he had 2 other court cases which involved illegal acts with minors, and the cases were settled with R. Kelly paying a lot of money to cover them up. In the same year, he was charged with 13 counts of producing illegal child videos, although there wasn't enough evidence to find him guilty. Gloria Allred, the lawyer...
Here is. Guys, when they ain't too many evidence, usually this is because it's bullshit, right? Look, now we could say, oh, look, they have 3 cases. Oh, so he's guilty, right? Look at our boy states. They are charged with human trafficking and rape. And you want to see the case is so absurd and ludicrous. They were doing that. The case is they were doing that to take TikTok money from the girls. Multimillionaires doing that. No money comes from TikTok. Multimillionaires would do that. It's crazy, yo. When one of the girls who said he raped her is an account for like 9 cases of accusing men to do that, and they were found to be subordinate on their messages. Someone pay up. So you have to be very clear that we live in a society that they just want to arrest men for these type of charges when it's not true at all. You cannot just believe it, especially if you are a man, because you could be next. You could be totally innocent and be next. It's crazy.
Who represented several of his victims, explained that of all the predators I have pursued, R. Kelly is the worst. Finally, in 2018, R. Kelly was canceled. Hashtag
R. Kelly was not canceled. The man was arrested. He was a pedophile and a sexual pervert. There's a difference between that and tweeting your thoughts on Twitter.
Now, I don't know these guys. I don't know this guy. I'm not saying he committed or not the crime, but I'm saying that you have to have an open mind always, guys, regardless of being true or untrue. Because it might be in this case, but it might not. Again, look at that. 3 months in jail, 3 months in solitary, literally torture. They didn't commit any crime. It's crazy. So be like open-minded. I'm not saying this guy in this act because I don't know him, but just saying that don't just follow things without truly knowing the facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's
If someone committed these horrible crimes, for sure they should be arrested, for sure.
That's not what happened.
The same as the woman who lies about not being truly committed a crime, but lied from getting some money or just to destroy a man's life. The same way she should be arrested for a long time, to be honest.
And he didn't get canceled. The man got caught. There's a difference.
Like mute R. Kelly. Now let's take a look at the second case.
How you doing, Ken? How are you, big guy?
Yeah, bro, this was crazy, yo. This was crazy, man.
All right, Kev, you're the man.
Now, Kevin, they
You
did
are.
try to cancel. They did.
In July of 2009, Kevin Hart sent out a series of tweets regarding homosexuality. Fast forward to almost 10 years later.
Bro, 2009! No.
Yeah, he was a joke. It's like, bro. And being homosexual and having homosexual sex is a sinful behavior, so you should not do that.
Not that long ago.
It wasn't.
2009, not that long ago. This was okay, bro. This is the way, the reason he said it is because that's how most people felt it.
Exactly.
You know what's the truth? That's the way most people still feel it, but we not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But
Nope.
hey, man.
They don't want to talk
On
about
December
They don't
of
wanna talk about
2018, Kevin Hart was announced as the Oscars host. Within hours, Twitter users began reposting Kevin's old tweets and jokes, saying that he never apologized for them. Therefore,
So it was a joke, and you are literally a soft individual, like for real. He could be doing a joke about bald guys. I'll be like, cool, like, let's go. he could be whatever, like whatever type of joke. Like you just get very serious because you're soft, man.
Force.
This
Especially a
man
joke.
said this 13 years ago was a long time ago. Bro, what are you talking? This spoken like a child, bro. Spoken like a child, bro. I bet you probably 14, so you like, that's my whole life. Bro, 13 years ago was nothing, bro. Especially when you're looking at the shift, this shift.
And I'm gonna say, like, if it was very bad joke, but it wasn't even. He was literally joking. I'm not gonna. I can say. I think everybody knows. I can say he was. He was a joke. Like, come on.
Shift in culture. If that shift happened, let's say that shift happened 13 years ago, which it didn't. It happened like 5-6 years ago. Let's say that's when people started really feeling like, oh, we can get people fired and in trouble for having these thoughts. That 6 years makes up what? Less than like 0.0001% of American culture, where everybody was on the complete opposite side of the fence. Bro, when I say that this change in society, the way how people view this, is like it happened yesterday, bro. It's not even, it's like it happened an hour ago when you put it in relation to all of American culture. And even worse, if you want to look at all of Western culture, and even worse, if you want to go all the way back to the time of Adam and Eve, bro. It's now you.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if it wasn't just a Matrix that are putting him on going on these huge events, which, to be honest, non-important, like useless. Is literally another Matrix platform, useless. It then, on purpose, spotting him on doing a gay joke. Was another way of putting more of that. Let's just put more gay stuff and let more gay stuff come and not let nobody make any type of joke when you can do a joke about fat people, you can do a joke about bald people, you can do a joke about any type of ethnicity, height, everything. But if you're touching gay people, it's ridiculous, yo.
It literally just happened like right now, bro.
Not be allowed to host the Oscars. Articles upon articles were being formed about Kevin being homophobic and unwilling to apologize for it. And on that note, Kevin Hart stepped down to apologize.
Whoa. Kevin Hart's claim for comments he made to Lil Nas, yes. Kevin didn't learn. Oh, Lil Nas X is a big agent from the Matrix, a sellout, so
apologize for it. And on that note, Kevin Hart stepped down from hosting the Oscars.
Oh, I cannot respect the man who put a wig of a female wig and dresses like a female. Is literally a joke. And I'm gonna be honest, Kevin shouldn't done that too, bro. It was a sellout. It was literally a sellout.
And proceeded to apologize. And apologize.
I had to address it when I did Get Hard promo with Will Ferrell because of my joke that I had about my son.
And apologize.
I had to address those tweets in 2012.
And apologize.
Evan, apologize for your tweets of old. This is not the first time this has come up. I've addressed
and that's what you can't do. That's the reality. I'm gonna be honest. This type of people, they just wanna go after you and kick you more and more. That's weak people. Weak people are like that. A strong man, if there's a confront, you defeat and you go. Or even not that. If there's a fear, okay, there's a fear and not go. Weak men, weak individuals, they never satisfy. They are so weak. They just want to hate and hate and hate and hate. Even bro saying that he show remorse, keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's the type of individuals. If you are a weak individual, you are softy. Like you are. I don't even want to call names because of my religion, but you are literally a burden for society. You should not exist. Like because weak individuals are embarrassment to the world. and they just cause more violence, more atrocity, and they are not welcome at all. They are embarrassment.
It's onion, so no matter how many times you keep peeling it, there is no end to it. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah, because that's not what they want. They don't want you to apologize.
Yeah, they want you to keep. They just want to be. I want to say the words, bro. They want to. I can't. I can't. But I want to say the words. Like they are just be. They're the softies, man. Like
They don't. That's not even what they want. You feel me? They want to make an example out of you, to scare.
yeah, that's other thing. That's other thing. They want to show like um you cannot have your free speech. You cannot have your thoughts, your views, and everything goes against LGBTQ. It's going to be total massacre. But let's be honest, it's a sadistic view. Like it doesn't work in no type of relation. It's sinful. It's taught in the Bible that is very sinful. And yeah, it's embarrassment.
Other people into submission.
Apologize again. I said
Yeah.
I apologized before.
Did Kevin Hart deserve that backlash just as much as R. Kelly did? One problem with cancel culture is that it cannot be monitored. In a criminal justice system, the aim is to judge a crime fairly and create a punishment that matches the crime. And while it's not perfect, when you compare that to cancel culture, I think the point is clear. The crime doesn't usually match the punishment. I'm not saying that Kevin Hart has never been at fault. He said things he regrets, but he's
It
learned
wasn't
from
their
it.
fault. It was a joke, bro. Get over it.
He has rebuilt his reputation and vowed to never make those jokes again.
Exactly,
friend.
that's the problem. No, if you do jokes about something, you can do jokes about everything. Stop being a softie, stop being a cringe. Just, bro, it's pathetic. Have some hard skin.
Some of the best lessons we ever learn, we learn from our mistakes. But does cancel culture
How many times, bro, people hate on me from being shredded and showing my works out? You think I'm like, let me just be this person and hate and do a tantrum like a female and shout out. No, you being a bitch ass person. I had to say it. I had to say it, bro. That's the word. You are being a bitch ass person. Like stop being weak ass man. It doesn't matter what if you are. You should be heterosexual, but if you are not, it doesn't matter if you are gay, whatever you are, is not an excuse for you to be a bitch. Toughen up, stop being a clown, and be a man.
allow us to do that?
I want to apologize to the internet. I owe you an apology.
I'm only here to say that I'm so sorry.
Sorry for anybody who I've ever offended.
I apologize so deeply.
I want to make this video to say sorry to
Weak as men and females, to be honest. Females, I get it because they just go by validation, but you see, look at the type of men who appear. Who is masculine here? Nobody.
everyone.
Continue to grow and mature.
Ukraine is just on the other side of the Danube behind me. The border actually
Yeah, to be honest, okay, internet is bad, but to be honest, guys, about this advertisement, this country which he just talked,
lies in the middle of the river.
it's kind of their fault. Russia already said
Who are they
a
to
long time ago, that years before the war, that they would attack if they try to change to that other organization. They did anyway. So it was combined by other countries, by the Eagle country, if you know what I mean. So no, guys, I don't see that country that they just said as the innocent. They ain't. The Matrix is trying to pass that message, but the reality is they knew there was going to be a war. The president of there is an actor, is a puppet, and the war could be totally avoided. Lives could be still despair, and everybody could be happy. But no, the eagle who knows? Maybe JQ. We don't know, but other people were involved. As we know that Eagle was for sure. Who there? We don't know for sure. But the Matrix is a big part of this. Again, devilish. Everything that tries to promote devilish things like feminism, which breaking the traditional way, breaking how the Lord wants relationship to be. LGBTQ, his sinful nature should not be from that community, or especially not have relationships sexually, is from the devil. And everything that promotes that has to be eliminated, and they are trying to grow in size, and that's why wars are starting, because evil just trying to spread. We cannot let that happen.
Tell me what I can and can't do.
I mean, we're better to hear different ideas and argue.
As the cultural shift toward political correctness has swept through our society, the expectation for us now is to be socially aware. People broadcast their every thought, and we hold people accountable for what they say online, but it doesn't really work that way. The main issue with cancel culture is that it does not allow people to learn from their mistakes. Individuals are more often than not shunned.
There's no mistakes, bro. This is a matrix attack. They want to put a narrative for you to be feminine, for you to be weak, for you to not stand out, for you to not confront injustice, and just take everything they want you to take, even that will make you ill, kill you, and make you unhappy. Is an attack.
And no longer supported, no matter the apology. But as humans, we need to make mistakes to grow.
Facts.
In a recent study, Gabriela Stoya...
It's like, don't become an online personality. Don't ever share your opinions unless you were born with all of the wisdom in the world. That's essentially what they saying. You can never say...
Yeah, what they saying, don't speak, let us manipulate everybody, and if you stand in our way, you are going to be canceled. It's an evil organization, guys.
All your ideas, all of your thoughts, everything about your personality, you need to have the wisdom of an 80-year-old, barbershop owner at 16 years old. But that's impossible.
Not even that, because that wisdom will be definitely canceled too, and we will definitely have the same results. Because what they don't want to pass is religious Christianity, the Bible, Jesus, traditionalism, and masculinity. They want to break all these.
It's never gonna happen. You feel me? Like, people are
break the goodness.
If you don't, it's like between the ages of 20 and 10, or between the ages of 25 and 15, you will more than likely have the complete polar opposite opinions on just about everything of significance. That's just how it works. Most of the things you think you believe so strongly now at 13, 14, 15, 16, circle back around in 10 years and laugh at how you've completely shifted your perspective. If not
because you are way more easy to manipulate as a teenager. That's why the Matrix always going through school programming.
Way to the other side, to at least to a very significant degree. This is what life is about. This is how that works. But you're gonna punish people, and silence them. All you're gonna do is make people dig their heels in, because there is no course for redemption. There is no course, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like they forgave me or they forgave anybody that they've ever tried to cancel. It's that what happens is you dig your heels in and you keep it pushing, and then that's it. Eventually, all that noise goes away, and if you have, the emotional fortitude and the mental toughness to just say, yeah, whatever, and just keep it going, then, if your fans rock with you, then you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's how it is, guys. That's how it is. That's what I'm saying. I have a lot of haters, and none of them matter, because you just have to stick, you be masculine, be tough, and handle it. All these people will be crying and whining and all stressful because this person who I don't know, who has a goofy ass photo, bro, probably is a loser, and I already made videos about haters, and it don't matter at all. Speak your truth. Be you. Be assertive. Break the matrix. Don't be softy. Don't be an embarrassment. Like most of the LGBT community, to be honest.
If they don't completely
Lack
deplatform
of
you.
manhood.
Which is why that's where they've gone, because they've realized that people are now beginning to learn that, oh, cancel culture is BS. If you don't fold to the pressure
News are fake too.
of a bunch of random people saying horrible things about you,
Yeah, fatties, losers. Don't do anything in life. Don't stand up for nothing. Clowns.
for a couple of weeks, if that don't make you fold, then you more than likely be all right, unless you literally did something horrible, you know, like a R. Kelly situation. You know, unless you literally did something heinous, you'll be fine. So that's why now they deplatforming people, because even fan bases are getting wise to cancel culture outrage and tuning that noise out. You feel me?
Looked at math classrooms.
Yeah, nobody is more like caring. The Matrix has no power nowadays, guys, to be honest. The Matrix has no power nowadays. Like, nobody cares. The Matrix put the news saying something, everybody's knowing that's bullshit. They use platforms to interview people that they want to cancel. No, that's total bullshit. They close the comments because nobody respects them. Nobody cares no more. Everybody's done with cancel culture. You clowns. You are clown ass people, and everybody's tired of y'all, man. Everybody's tired of the satanic pushing, lack of masculinity, transforming females in masculine people, transforming men in feminine people, growing more and more LGBTQ when they are 1% of the population. Everybody's tired, bro. Everybody's tired of the bullshit.
To consider the impact of mistake-friendly versus mistake-unfriendly environments. They found that when students perceived their classroom as accepting of mistakes, they worked harder. But in a mistake-unfriendly environment, they just felt fear. I think we can all agree that if someone does something unacceptable, they should be held accountable. But at this point, there's a fine line between accountability and bullying. What's disturbing about canceling is that it allows people to hide behind a screen and openly humiliate a person with the support of thousands or sometimes even millions.
Facts.
See, that says everything wrong. Cowards. Cowards. A fucking coward. You understand me? A coward-ass person. Do you get insulted by a coward who doesn't even show his face? And when he shows, look like a premature, no testosterone, bitch-ass man? Bitch-ass boy. I said it wrong. No. They are clowns, bro. There's nothing. Every time I hear to say something, it's like, I know I'm better than you in every regard. I'm way more superior than you. You are a clown. I don't respect you at all. That's why I don't care what you say. Bitch-ass clown.
12-year-old classmate jumped to her death a month ago. A sheriff in Florida has arrested two girls ages 12 and 14 on felony charges of aggravated stalking in a case of cyberbullying.
Here's the summarized definition of cyber.
That's cool for them to be arrested for that. Because if they did it, I think it's cool. If you are an evil person, if you are a very bad person, you should be taken accountability and go to jail and suffer. Because you deserve that. All these trying to hide to do things is not acceptable, to be honest. I don't take it nowhere, but if you are hurting someone, you should be judged for it. And God will judge you for it. Make sure of that.
Cyberbullying, according to stopbullying.gov. It takes place over digital devices and can occur on social media and forums. It includes posting harmful or false content about someone causing humiliation. If you ask me, that sounds pretty close to canceling.
When people say, I hope you die, somebody should kill your family, it is online bullying.
Bullying is an emotional response, not a logical one. When you're angry, you post these hurtful things and encourage others to take action on it too. It violates the principle that our justice system is built upon, innocent until proven guilty. But the difference between bullying and canceling is that people who cancel others believe that they're doing the right thing. They stand up for the injustices they see on social media and don't even question if it's real or fake, or if it's something they even fully
NFTs are dumb people. Literally, there's no other words. Who instead of seeing the facts, making sure everything is true, they just accept everything the news say, everything everybody says. They are dumb people. That's why I told you in the beginning to make sure, no, that's true, and it is not a lie by social media or by someone who burn someone who's innocent. So facts, like
understand.
dumb.
Because
And I have encountered people like these. Are people very dumb, to be honest.
if it's on the internet, then it must be true, and you shouldn't question it, right?
Fake news. We live in a fake world points out.
You are fake news.
Misinformation.
Misinformation.
Fake news.
Fake news.
In 1951, students of Swarthmore College participated in an interesting experiment. Students were asked to complete a seemingly easy task. Each person in the room had to say out loud which comparison line was most like the target line.
Yeah,
But the catch
I learned this in psychology.
was everyone in the room was in on the experiment except for the last person. The answer was obvious, but the people in on the experiment would always choose the wrong line. So what did the real participants do?
That's funny because I did the experiments and I didn't succumb to dumbness. What's going to happen here is there are multiple lines and one encounters exactly the other. And that's of course the right answer. But because everybody says it's a wrong one, the last one who is not in the experiment, or he is that experiment, will say he's going to lie. Although he believes that the right one is the right one, he says the fake one is a fake one because everybody else says it too. So that's weak. We don't need weak men. We don't need weak men. We don't need weak men. I continue repeating because that's the embarrassment of our society. You listen, everybody does. Let's do it too. You are a sheep. For it, you should be a female because females are like that. Females need validation. You should be stronger, bro. It's embarrassing.
Definitely see.
See?
After 12 trials, 75% of real participants conformed to the group and at least once.
Bro, that's
gave the
scary,
wrong-
bro. Did you catch what just happened? Did y'all catch what just happened, bro? So essentially, right? They have an experiment where
we're gonna repeat this.
All right, so look.
See?
All right, so boom, boom, boom. Check this out, right? So they
Yes,
have
I
this
know.
experiment where they put 5 people in a room. 3 of the people are fake, or 4 of the people are fake. Like they're in on the experiment. The trick is make all of the people who are there in on the experiment give the wrong answer, intentionally. So what's going on? They're looking at this line and they're being asked, which one of these is the same size as this? Now looking at this, obviously is what? What?
Hey, bro. He just said B.
Wait, what was that? Wait, what was the answer? It was what?
Hey,
hold on.
Clearly, hey.
No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Wait a second. You said it's which one?
B? It's not B? It's not B.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
Bro, you really meant B, bro. You really meant B too, bro. Don't cap, bro. You really.
I ain't gonna lie.
You really
might be
B,
glasses
bro.
or something,
You,
man.
bro. I don't, but hey, I'ma just chalk it up to you looking on you using the Discord, the screen.
Yeah,
small.
that's what
I'm
it is.
gonna shoot you a little bit of bail, bro. I'm gonna
it's
shoot
a
you a little
small
bit of
screen.
bail, but yeah. So they put them in a room and they're like, okay, which one of these lines is the same size as this one? And so obviously it's A. A is the same size. Look, you can just like line them up, right? Visually, they're the same size. But then the people who are in on the experiment, they're all saying C. And so when it gets to the person who's really like they're not not aware of the fact that the other people are intentionally lying. 75% of the time, they would say C just because that's what the majority said, even though it's clearly not C. Even though C is clearly not the answer. This is showing the power of suggestion and just how sheepish people really are and how quickly people love to go with the crowd for the sake. People rather be wrong in a crowd than right and standing alone. That's really just what it is, bro.
Pathetic. Pathetic.
Let me say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Me and my homeboys used to do this thing back in middle school where it'd be two of us and he'd say something random like, "Oh, you heard of this song called Beep Boop Bop or something like that?" And then I agree with him. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I listened to that thing yesterday." And then we'd get somebody else and be like, "You heard that song too?"
Yeah.
They'd be looking confused at first, and then next thing you know, they agree to that.
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Nah, I got your tail. Ain't no
Beetle Bop, bro. What you talking about, bro? We got you."
They'll be looking goofy. It's
bro,
funny,
that is how a lot of people move, bro. I take pride in the fact that I was never like that. From a very young age, I was very comfortable being the guy where it's like, "Oh, y'all seen this show?" Nope.
That's a leader characteristic. If you are a sheep, you are a sheep. You cannot never be the best if you are a sheep, bro.
Y'all heard this
Be
song?
aware of that. If you are weak, be aware of that. You can change, but you are weak right now because you go for the masses.
I don't know who that is. You don't know who Doo-Doo is? Nope. Don't know who he is. Should I?
Nope.
Tell me about him. You know, that's been me for a long time. You feel me? But yeah, bro, a lot of people are like that. That's hilarious. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, and what was this donor right here? Hey, Shalom, Young Don. Good work, brother. Look up David Wood. Will help you call out Muslims to Jesus Christ. I have no interest. God save their souls, bro. They on their own. You know, let's team up and minister in some time. Yeah. I'll just stick to, spreading the gospel as I understand it. Whoever, who has ears to hear, let them hear.
Perfect.
But yeah, thanks for the 20 piece though, bro. We could probably team up on some other stuff though, but I ain't talking to them. You know what I'm talking about when I say them.
After 12 trials, 75% of real participants conformed to the group and at least once gave the wrong answer. And in the control group with no pressure to conform, only less than 1% of participants gave the wrong answer. Conformity is ingrained in our human nature. In order to survive, we must live in a community. But what's different about our current generations is that we are not just connected to a small community, but now the entire world through social media.
That's how the Matrix want to rule everything. It's misleading everybody. But the thing is, you cannot mislead everybody because not everybody is dumb. Nobody is weak. So we are breaking it. Multiple people, guys. If you don't know, Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, Young Dawn, myself, more Nick Fuentes, Zarka, multiple people.
Bad news spreads like wildfire, but as we've seen in the study, it spreads even if it's fake.
He's professor at Evergreen State, and he called the race-based demand, quote, a show of force and an act of oppression.
Read your letter, and your letter didn't sound racist at all. It sounded very well thought out. The inflammatory response to your letter was so disturbing and shocking.
The administrators...
What I'm eating, I was eating a banana with orange juice, and I mixed it and splashed it everything. And yeah, that's basically what I was eating. Very good. Great dessert. You don't need no fake sweets, guys. Will only make you cancer and sick and less performance. That's not what you need. You want the sweets? Go buy fruit. Mix it up. It's very good.
Sided with the protesters, even though they knew full well there was no evidence of racism. I was pursued as if I had said something egregious, allowed the world to see that this isn't about guilt at all. It's about power.
You see this happen in the incident of Evergreen State University's professor Brett Weinstein. He made national headlines for being racist.
Said some racist
I did not.
Once a year, this university allows students of color to take a day of absence. But this time, it was flipped. Rather than telling people of color to stay away for the day,
Bro, look at the people's faces, and that's how you know they woke. They not really smart. They dumb people. Like when you see all these people with crazy features, bro, you know they ain't like sane from the mind.
they told white people to stay away for the day. Weinstein didn't believe in this flip, so he wrote a letter against the new policy. Because of this, 50 students showed up to his class protesting that he was racist.
Bearded man with his hands on his head is Brett Weinstein.
But they were
This man was against some kind of segregation, race-based policy, and that makes him racist?
Confused.
And you have to also think about what a policy like that is even implying. It's implying that people of color are constantly vulnerable or under attack from their white peers, their white classmates in university. You know what I'm saying? Like that it's suggesting that black people are so mentally and emotionally weak and are under constant attack in 2021 and 2022 and whenever this happened by their white counterparts in modern liberal universities that they need an entire day of just no white people at all on the campus. And teachers need to put their syllabus in a way to compensate for the fact that an entire portion of their classes.
And I'm gonna be honest. I once reviewed a video that is not posted anymore. It was long ago, and unfortunately, I don't have. I think I deleted. I should, but was years ago, and I literally spot on a clown ass woman who she said that white men who feel attracted to black women are racist, and she continued with the most obnoxious and dumbest arguments of like, he said he likes females with melatonin, which comes from more melatonin is more brown you are from your skin. Let's just literally like argument for argument say how illogical she was being, how dumb she was sounding, and yeah, like get a lot of views from where I was starting. And it was a great video. I humbly regret taking it out. But bro, there's a lot of black people who put the victim mindset all the way up, like all the way up, especially females, to be honest. Because females do that regardless. They have way more accommodations than men nowadays. Way is easier. Life is way easier, but they still be like, oh man, I'm fresh. We have so much more difficulties. Oh crap, and they play the victim all the time. You see this everywhere. It's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. I'm in university full of females, majority of females, all the time. It's so annoying. And yeah, like if they are certain ethnicity, then apart from just the woman, victim mindset will claim the ethnicity mindset too, and is a clown shit. Is an embarrassment.
Class that day because of the color of their skin. I think that such a thing is ridiculous. It's racist in of itself. But let's say you disagree with that, fine, sure, whatever. Point is, you can't call a person who simply disagrees with the premise of such a policy racist.
Yeah, but that's what they do. If you say to a female nowadays that you don't want her to go nuts out because that's a whole behavior, you're going to be called a misogynist. And then if you ask what is a misogynist, she doesn't even know how to reply. She doesn't know the definition. It's crazy. So stupid. And to be honest, there's no correlation with misogyny. It's crazy. And that's what we as society do want. It's like, you don't like what you're hearing, you're going to insult the worst insult that you can to the person. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. And to be honest, like these type of people are the ones who are single, can get no relationship, nobody takes them serious. So it's kind of karma at the same time, in the long way.
That doesn't make them racist because they don't think it's a good idea. But yeah,
we're wrong.
They imagine that I am a racist and that I am teaching racism in the classroom.
The story that was being told about me in the end won, even though it wasn't true.
His intentions were actually to help the cause because he felt that the former option of allowing students of color to stay away for the day had a more powerful impact. But at that point, no one would listen. The videos went viral, and after being professor for 14 years with not a single incident of racism, he was forced to leave. This is just one of the thousands of stories you can find online. There are millions of people who stand up for something they believe is moral, but in reality, they're misinformed.
In reality, they are clowns. In the reality, they are clowns. Are very dumb, don't know, look at things seriously, just hear and believe it. The dumbest things that they can come up. They don't see no facts. If they go through and read and have an open mind, they'll see, oh no, this is a bull of, you know what I mean? And they're just not intelligent at all. They are very naive and dumb people. Let's call it what it is. Let's not sweet things out. They are dumb. Call them dumb because they are dumb. They should be called what they are. Maybe it was a way to wake them up. Who knows?
This is the problem of mob mentality.
That's what that is.
Sheep.
The sheep, man. The sheeple.
When animals in herds are in a dangerous situation, they band closely together in a group. They go into panic mode and move together as one unit. It's unusual for a member of the herd to stray away. For humans, when herd behavior sets in, an individual's opinion-forming process is shut down as he or she automatically follows the group's behavior. And as Benjamin Franklin once said, if everyone is thinking alike, then...
Bro, I'm just gonna say, this is not related to this video, but it's so funny. They were talking about the city that is very, like, evil, and all drugs is legal, right? And one female, very fat, she said it like, oh, I don't want to be called her, she no more, she, they, from now on. They fired her. I think it's good. Bro, if you wanted to be called they, you have mental illness. Like, you are disturbed, to be honest. That's just the reality. Like, if you are getting brain to make this programming, you are mentally disturbed. Like, probably that was not the reason for her. It was like, oh, she's going crazy. Cool. We were already thinking that, but this makes sure
no one is thinking.
Bars. Perfect. Bars. I'm gonna use that one.
If someone somewhere in the world will find what you say offensive, so what? Who cares?
And when someone tweets a little joke that's misunderstood and their life is ruined and they get fired from their job, that's awful.
I have no interest in gender or race or anything like that, but everyone else is kind of calculating, is this the exact right mix? To me, it's anti-comedy.
Times are changing, and with it.
And it's because people are soft. People who cannot handle comedy are soft or weak or pathetic, to be honest. So soft that everything is a problem. And usually it's related not just mentally, but physically. Are shredded physic people who resist temptation, who have a lot of self-discipline, people who get easily disturbed by words? No, never. But those who are really weak, never trained, always going to their temptations, always victim mindsets, always crying, always whining, is exactly the type of people who always bickering in this type of people is embarrassing. Improve yourself. Like, what are you doing?
Comedy as well. The limit that someone can joke about is becoming more restricting. Comedy, whether that be stand-up or a Netflix special, requires freedom and flexibility. A comedian has two jobs, telling fantastic...
Netflix is a matrix platform, guys. Totally made to program you to believe in feminism, to believe in females should be not having children, not having families, be more masculine, waste your 20s, not get married, focus on your job. For what? Okay, no sense. Be as a man, be feminine, go to LGBT, maybe be gay, who knows? It's totally bullshit. It's totally matrix programming. Netflix is one of the worst platforms that we have nowadays.
Fantastic jokes
Yeah, he is using my theme music. I did notice.
and filling the audience with joy. If they worry about every little detail of a joke they make, they'll fail to be genuine. One of the best parts of stand-up is its improvisation.
Hello.
I used to love this show. Whose line is it anyway?
I'm your waiter. My last name's Ryan.
What took you so long?
Uh-huh. Don't you understand? We need some food at the table fast. No.
And the beauty of improv gets taken away if people feel that they're walking on eggshells. When we take a step back and see the bigger picture, our entire generation.
Bro, comedy always was joking about our own insecurities. Always was. And that's what's fun. That's what makes it fun, makes light, makes you realize it's not that big of a deal.
Is changing. Generation Z, those ages 9 to 24, represent 1 in 5 US residents. But there's a subsection of Generation Z that's one of the most powerful and influential groups today.
When you see, I saw these kids for the first time on YouTube, and they were just saying the genders and all that, and they are so messed up, man. They are so messed up. Like, for real, it has to be horrible to be in that generation. If it's bad for us, who are in our 20s, I cannot imagine people who are who are teenagers or child, like, big problem. My child will never go to school, will be from school all the way, like, no way, all this gender craziness, matrix programming, transsexual, all the type of all craziness, bro. No way. No, 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 no.
They're called iGen. So what makes iGen so powerful? Well, iGen stands for Internet Generation.
What do you think about people who have anxiety and panic attacks? Oh, you have anxiety and panic attacks? Like anything else, the more you go through it, the easier it tends to become. Keep putting your next foot in front of, your feet forward. That's life, That's usually how it goes.
You can't expect everybody to just completely understand it, and I don't either. Acknowledging that is the most important thing. Encouraging these people that you care about to actually seek proper help, seek real treatment is.
And now I'm just gonna say it. I know he's bogus. I know he's a bum. Look, female hair, weak individual, no traits. Is this a female? I don't know what this is. This is just, look at him. Is that what you aspire to be? Because what we aspire to be as men is gladiators, is warriors, is strong men. And you wouldn't be watching this if I didn't call your attention because I'm a man. This is an embarrassment. This is a guy who takes 3 antidepressants, 5 anti something, I don't even know the names. That's totally poisonous. You should not take that. Go work out. Apply self-resilience to simmer attention. Quit the drugs, quit the alcohol, quit the processed sugars, fast food, all this garbage that's killing you, and resist. It's difficult. We all go, and it's difficult for us, all of us. Just push it. No pussy shit. No pussy shit, okay?
It's something that I would promote for anyone.
Bro, I really truly believe with my whole heart there are so many people who believe they have depression and anxiety and who probably actually do have it, that it would be completely cured if they just got off the internet. I don't mean put your phone down for a day either or a week. I'm
gonna be honest. Every type of problems that I had, anxiety or feeling more depressed, majority went away when I started working out. For real, seriously. When I started doing simmer retention, I quit all my addictions. I have multiple videos about it. You can see on Rumble, you can see on YouTube. Unfortunately, I always recommend you all guys to go Rumble. That's where free speech is. It's not Matrix platform like YouTube, but there's a lot of YouTube videos, me in the process of similar attention, daily videos, how was the journey. But that's what's made me way better as a person. That's still what I'm fighting for because before I had addictions like smoking, I drink sometimes, not very uh, regularly to be honest, but smoking was a regular thing. I used to eat processed food, fast food, all type of things, and now I'm fighting for, but my goal is, and something that I've been doing, um, trying to do regularly was 1 meal a day, working out really hard. Of course, that's why I have this body and similar attention. No, I don't smoke. I don't eat processed sugars. I don't drink alcohol. These three are out of the picture. Very luckily, not luckily because it was my own effort and my own resistance and my own self-discipline to very difficult trying, quitting, getting back again, quitting, getting back again until I finally accomplished and stopped it for real. For the smoke, drinks after, not really difficult because I never drink like that. And then processed sugars took a while, but I did it. And is it I'm doing now I don't do any of this shit. Next step is simmer retention. Once I conquer simmer retention, I don't feel like having sex no more or masturbating, which you always will feel that need, but you don't succumb to that. You don't act on that. That's why I know that I'll be in total different level. Yeah, I can feel all these improvement in myself, my body, my face, my voice, everything changed. My assertiveness, my confidence. So I know it will be the next step, but that's what I advise everybody to do. These steps, take out all the quick rewards which are bad for you. Put hard things like working out, uh, doing a passion that you have, a hobby, something that you like, and pursuing that, right? And doing every day. That's how you grow, yo. That's how you get away from all the anxiety, all the depression, all that panic, and all that stuff. No.
I mean, come to the light side, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Come over,
Flip,
you know.
that's flip
This where you
side.
need to be, broski. You need
That's
a
that
hello,
flip
hello. This where you need to be.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing, guys, is religion, Christianity, because I started human attention from reading the Bible, saying that was sinful, and I truly believe that if I kept it by 1 year, which I did fail, I did 93 days, and I failed, and I'm in the journey now to getting up again, going like some weeks fail, whatever, no, but I'm trying, and I realized that now that I don't have previous addictions, is always where I go, but I'm trying to resist that and surpass that because I know I can, bro. If I want to be successful, that's something I need to do, and that's something you need to do too. And I believe in you. And let's continue on this journey. Having saying that, the Bible says to you, bro, don't spit your seed, don't have promiscuous sex, don't be addicted to no substance, being food, being drugs, being alcohol, coffee, tobacco, everything. Don't be. And the Bible will help you saying exactly the things that you need to progress in life. People don't understand that, but it is literally progressing in life journey that you have in the book. And I'll be following and getting better and better every day. Maybe I would like to be faster, but a lot of it is also my fault because I be slacking off, and I'm human, so I don't even be like, oh, putting me down, but all the time. But that's follow the book, bro. Follow the book. It's a great. And if you wanna know where do I start, I would advise you to start in the Second Testament, where is Jesus. Start there, and you can read the Old Testament. Is great, but it's very long. It will take a long time. And it's very helpful, especially for details of knowing right and wrong. But for a broad and rapid improvement, the New Testament from Jesus' life, his teachings.
Ring, ring, ring. Yes, that's me. This where you need to be, man.
Once you hear that click,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just get this out of your pocket. You can still have your little iPad and your computer, and not telling you to not consume content. I'm surely not telling you to stop watching me. What I am saying is having this device that is constantly on you. It goes everywhere with you, the bathroom, in the car. You can't. You're never free from it. It's just constant notifications and content consumption. It is making your brain, it's frying your brain, bro. And it's making you nervous, it's making you anxious, it's making you jumpy and jittery. You need to just be able to detach, go for hours without tuning.
It's not a lie. It's good sometimes to not be always watching. And I myself be looking and on Instagram and like, it's not that healthy, guys.
Into technology at a time every day, and you'll notice your depression and anxiety start to melt away.
And TikTok is even worse. Like there's two applications that will literally took your Spain attention. That's literally Matrix platforms too. So we all use it, especially for the type of thing, relationships and jobs, opportunities, all type of things, but be careful. Don't overuse it.
Seriously.
They, along with young millennials, are the most organized groups on social media. They have the potential to disrupt political and social processes, and even have the ability to move the stock market. Receiving their mobile devices around the age of 10, they're the first generation to be born into our connected world where social media and screens are the norm. They're digital natives. Online communication is not something they had to learn. It always surrounded them, and they relate better to mass media than any other generation. Together, their voices are powerful, and I want to make a request to the Gen Zers and millennials out there, including myself. Don't let cancel culture.
Bro, they never see the stars in my life. I saw it. It's beautiful. From internet is whatever. So live life too. Go into nature, live life, see beautiful things by your eyes and not through the internet, not through mobile.
Sure, be your legacy. Former President Obama warned our generation against the dangers of cancel culture. He explained that people are going overboard, condemning others all the time. Ex-President Donald Trump described something similar. The goal of cancel culture is to make decent Americans live in fear of being fired.
Wait. Did I just catch something? Hold on.
And that's the thing. Fear is a matrix way of making you a servant. Look at the news. It's always make things horrible, terrifying, to make you fear, to make you be, oh, life is so bad. And if you think like that, then you look for someone to protect you. And that's the government, that's the matrix, and that's how they put you on submission, manipulate you. Be aware of that.
Former President Obama warned our generation.
Why Obama get to be former president, but Trump is ex-president? Hold on, you ain't slick, buddy. I seen that. I seen what you did there. Former President Donald Trump too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Something similar. The goal of cancel culture is to make decent Americans live in fear of being fired, expelled, humiliated, and driven out of society as we know it. If we want to do good for our generation, let's not start with bullying, but rather with a conversation. To hold people accountable for their actions, but not push them to the brink of ending their own lives for mistakes they have already learned from. If you want to make a change in the world, that change...
Read your Bible, that's...
I didn't know who was that dude, but the dude that jumped to the car, he would be more than deserved to get a beat up, to be honest, if it wasn't his car. And people are very disrespectful. They deserve. That's the problem. They don't get consequences. Their fathers don't put no punishment, so they think everything they can do everything. They deserve punishment. Don't get me wrong. God will punish them. So a lot of times it's not about us, but if, as I see, you see Theresa Tate, he beat up kids who were like literally sitting on their car. I didn't be like, oh no. I was like, they deserve it, and that's my opinion. You should not disrespect other people's property, man. But yeah, as a Christian, God will punish them either way. So
That's the change you make in the world. Read your Bible. That's the answer. Yeah, or just get off the internet. You know?
read the Bible.
Do that too. Perfect. Hey, thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Make sure to
man.
like the video and
It's a good video. Should I like it? Should I like it? Let's like it, bro. Let's like it. It's a great video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna just upload it real quick, and we are going back. So if you are on my live Twitch, I've seen some people in the chat. I had to learn how to put the chat right here, some like right here or something. I will learn, bro. For so long, I've been prolonging that, but I will. And yeah, basically, then everybody can see the chat, right? For fun.